Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Ako po ay si Sister Alma Manggao. Dito po ako nakitira sa Caritas Bliss Eco Farm. At nandito ngayon para ituro ko sa inyo kung ano ang pwede nating gawin sa ating mga prutas at saka sa ating mga gulay na ang lahat ng ito ay makakapagbigay sa atin ng magandang kalusugan. Unahin na po natin ang mga bayabas. Native ang mas napakaganda. Ito po yung native naming bayabas. So, hiniwalay ko po yung seeds dito sa kanyang balat. So, unahin po natin ngayon sa pag-blend ang mga seeds. Kasi po, pag isinama natin, mahirap po siyang i-strain. So, kukunin muna natin ang mga buto para maiwan po yung pulp. So, kalahati po ang tubig ko dito na drinking water. Ilalagay ko na po yung ating mga seeds. Ito po ay napakasustansya. Ang bayabas po ay sobra-sobra ang vitamin C. Talo po ang kalamansi. Alam niyo ba yon? Kaya pag meron tayong bayabas, kainin natin. At kung kayo ay may blender at marami, pakinabangan nyo at ang buong pamilya sana ay makapakinabang ng inyong mga bayabas. So, ang ginagawa natin ngayon ay isang pagtuturo. Hindi lang po ang pag-blend o pagkain, lalong-lalo na ang pagtatanim. Kasi, pag wala tayong tanim, wala din tayong i-blend. Ito na po yun. Yan. Ito po. Pag blend tayo, ito na po, mga kapatid. So, pwede na po nating i-strain ito para mahiwalay na po yung mga buto. Alam naman natin, marami ang tao na takot sa buto at baka daw sila ay magkasakit pa. Yummy, diba? Tingnan nyo naman kung gaano yan ka sticky. Ito po ay walang asukal, walang gatas, ito po ay walang halo. Therefore, pure po ito. Yan. At ang tanong, bakit po natin isasala pa? Ay kasi nga, kukunin natin yung seeds. So, di ba? Yan. Medyo matagal-tagal lang po ito kasi very sticky siya. Pero sa katotohanan, na-extract na po yung sustansya, yung vitamin C ng ating guava. Kaysa naman, kainin lang natin siya ng buo, minsan po ay may sira yung ating buto ng mga bayabas. Kasi organic na ito, walang pesticide, walang fertilizer, kaya gustong-gusto ito ng mga insekto. So ngayon mga kapatid, nakita na po ninyo ang mga buto. Anong gagawin natin sa buto ngayon? Pwede na naman natin itong gawing pantanim. Kaya isisidlings natin ito. And just imagine, marami ng puno, di ba? Pwede nating bilangin ang mga buto. Pero ang bunga ng butong ito ay hindi natin kayang bilangin. Kaya kung ikaw ay magtanim ngayon, hindi mo man maabot ang bunga ng iyong tanim. Pero ang susunod na henerasyon ay may iiwan kang pagkain. Tama? Ito na po mga kapatid. Nandito na po yung ating na-blend na buto. Ito po ay wala ng buto kasi nandito na po yung buto ready for seedlings. At ito na naman po yung balat. At mamaya po ihahalo natin yung balat at saka itong na-shake natin ng buto para mas perfect po yung kanyang taste. So ganyan lang po kasimple. Yan, tingnan lang natin. Maya-maya yan ay talagang makikita na natin kung ano yung resulta. So, pareho po na napakaraming sustansya sa balat man o sa buto man. Yan. Another presentation po. I-consider din natin yung mga millennials, yung mga kabataan. Kasi yung unang ginawa natin, this is pure. Wala po itong halong asukal. Pero itong next natin, nilagyan po natin ng kaunting muscovado just for taste. Para lang na ma-encourage natin yung mga kabataan na uminom. Pero ang katotohanan, mas healthy po kapag ito ay pure. However, itong muscovado is a raw sugar na makakatulong din ito sa atin kasi ang resulta nito ay iihi lang natin. Hindi po ito makakapinsala sa ating katawan. Anyway, to taste lang naman po ito. So nakikita po nyo dito, nandito na po yung muscovado. Okay po, sisimulan po natin. Ayan. Ngayon, tayo po ay nabiyayaan ng presensya ng isa nating scholar, si YSL Clabel Tundag, kasama ang kanyang panganay na kapatid at ang kanyang bunsong kapatid. So, tingnan niyo po, sila ngayon ay inom na. Wow, yummy? Wow, nice! So, thank you. Okay, more? Okay, thank you so much. So, more. Babalik pa ba kayo para dyan?
Kulang pa, sister, kulang.
Kulang pa. Hi, good day. I am Sister Alma Manggao. Today, I will share to you a very, very important foods that will help us to become more healthy. So first, right now we have plenty of fruits of this tambis. So we have plenty of this. So to make importance of this fruit, since we cannot consume it, we will make this as our healthy vinegar. So for our healthy vinegar, it's very simple because we will just chop in a small pieces like this. Yes. Then, after chopping, we put it in the casserole and cook. After it boils for 15 minutes, boiling point already, this is already the chopped tambis. And the juice with water is this. And the proportion is 1:1. 1 this one and also the water. So, this is already the byproduct that can we use for our organic fertilizer. So, this is already lukewarm because we need yeast and brown sugar and ferment it, and after 10 days or more, we will harvest it and we will have our vinegar like this. This is already the harvested vinegar. So, to try it, this is the way. This is the yeast, the ordinary, the baking yeast. So, in order for our sugar to be more successful and to be more good, we need to put the one. This is only 1 teaspoon only. And the 1 teaspoon is equivalent for this kind of water only. Because this is just a demo. You can have your own in bulk already. So, try to stir and stir until the yeast is already melt. Yes, this is it. Yan. And then, the yeast will eat the sugar, and that is already the fermentation process that makes the vinegar sour. So this is the brown sugar. So I will put now the brown sugar. So because this is just small, I'll just put it like this. That's enough. Yeah. Anyway, we have also the brochure for further information in which you can follow later. This is just a small amount for the demo sake only. But when you go for production process, you can go 60 liters as 20 liters. Because the ratio of 20 liters is equivalent to 2 tablespoon yeast and also 4 kilos of brown sugar when your herbs or fruit are not sweet. But if the fruits is sweet already, you can reduce already your sugar. Since this tambis is not sweet, that's why we need to add sugar. So this is a very simple process and yet a very healthy vinegar, and at the same time we make use of what is the availability of the fruits within our backyard or in our garden. So you try to prepare your sterilites, empty bottle, and ferment it here. Oh yes, it's finished. So we can already put it in the bottle. So here it is. That's it. We'll cover it. And then we will put label. Today is February 20. And then we will count 20 after 10 days. So, February 20. Okay, March 2. So, March 2, we will harvest this already as our vinegar. And then how to harvest? You can now see the difference. This is the finished product and this is still the raw product. So, after fermentation, you can see in the bottle some of the residue. So, be very careful to try to get again carefully back to your measuring cup. Don't include the residue, only the clear one. And then, you try to sterilize it. You put it in a casserole and let it boil for 20 minutes also. And while cooking, please take out all the bubbles. And then, when there's no bubbles anymore, you're now ready. That is already cooked and ready to use also. That's how simple how to make a vinegar. And you are sure that this is very clean. And when you have plenty of this, you can do some more of your production as we have it also. So for example, we have already here, this is our blue ternate vinegar, and you can use it already. So you can make use so many menu of your vinegar. So more questions? Okay, I am entertaining questions later. Thank you so much. Let's now continue on the next product. Number 1 product is our vinegar. And here is another one. I'm sure you are so familiar with the oregano. This is it. This is the leaves. And this is the stalk. And this is the leaves that is not healthy. So we will not include the unhealthy leaves. So we will just select it. And after picking up all these leaves, be sure to wash it thoroughly and dry it. And let the water goes. So we will now chop the oregano like this. Oregano is a very healthy herb. For example, a person who is suffering from weak lungs, from cold, from coughs, as well as eyesight, this is very good supplement. So this is just very easy to grow because this is very easy to grow in whatever land. So there's no question of the land because this plant is very prolific. So we need to cut it in a small pieces so that it can be extracted. The juice, the medicinal content can be extracted. So this is it. So you can see it already. This is it. So what we will do now, we will ferment this in a 1-to-1 basis. So when we are doing this, please be very sure that we have really our this our chopping board. Our chopping board is only for the herb, not for any others. So because it will contaminate. So we have here also this one. This is a food grade plastic for us to ferment it. So how to do this? We need to measure. Yes, this is already. We will measure it 1:1. So if this is 1 cup, we need also 1 cup of brown sugar. So why brown sugar? Because brown sugar is healthier than the white one, because the brown sugar is a raw sugar compared to the white sugar. So we will just select the brown sugar. So this is it. This is the process. Yes, after slicing it in a small pieces. Yes, if we want to have some other taste and or another taste and medicinal or food value, we can also add some what is available. For example, you have ginger. It is good also to have ginger. So this is already one. Then another. Okay, since we have plenty of tambis right now, we also utilize this as flavor to our oregano. So we have also here, we have also our tambis also. It is also sliced in small pieces. This is just for flavor purposes. But if you don't have tambis, oregano will do. It can stand alone. Or if you want your oregano, you want to some taste of what we call maanghang, you can put also luya or ginger. Yes, so this is now our flavor and oregano. So therefore we will also add sugar like that. Then we are now ready to put sugar. By the way, this fermentation, there's no expiration because there's no water. This is just plain juice of our herbs and our fruits. Okay, so that is one. Then another. We will just adjust. We can adjust also the sugar by 2:1, but if it consumable, because with this 1:1 ratio, even how many years it will not spoil. Okay, so this is it. And then the process is like this. We need to mix it together, mix until the sugar is thoroughly melted. So look at it. Ayan. So we will enjoy of doing this because we know that this is very good for our health. And just imagine, for our lungs, for our cough, for asthma. Yes, with this oregano alone, we can be really, we will not suffer from those sickness. Yes. So, if you have plenty of oregano, make use of it. Then, after a while, you can see that there are juice already coming. But we will settle it still for 10 days. After 10 days, we will harvest it and we will strain the juice. And this is already the oregano and the tambis. We can make it again for our organic fertilizer. So in order to be sure that our juice is really clean, we need to pasteurize it. Yan. We need to pasteurize by putting the juice here at the casserola and let it boil. And while it is boiling, there's a lot of bubbles. And be sure to get all the bubbles. And when no more bubbles, that's now for you to let it cool and put it again in our bottle. So, for a while, so we will really mix it together for the juice. So, what is the guarantee that it is finished? Or how will we know that it is finished already? If the sugar melted. So, when there's no sugar anymore, when the sugar turns into liquid, that is the process. And this is also applicable for whatever fruits you have. For example, you have your sayote. The secret is that just mix, just ferment those herbs and fruits or vegetables with a watery quality. Like for example, sayote is very watery. That can be added for ginger, for flavor also. The ginger is just for flavoring purposes. And you know, it's very interesting. In the year 2010, I tried to make fermentation of sayote and ginger as the flavor. And you know what happened? It really won in the Panaad for the best product award and the most innovative award of that product. And thanks God, because that sayote alone and ginger really reached the international trade fair. So that's why this is very, very good for us to know, because we can make a very simple procedure that can help us both physically as well as our financial stability. So, this is just very easy. And this is really what I learned when I was studying in food safety. My professor, a German doctor, shared with me to Sister Alma, please share this process because fermentation is a very, very good for digestion. So, please teach people. That's why I am teaching, because this is really good. So, the juice, what will you do for the juice? You can take it as your vitamins every day, 2 tablespoons every day, if only your vitamins. However, if you have cold, cough, fever, you can take it 3 times a day for adults. But for the children, of course, that is only in the teaspoon. So, you can now see the difference. Wow! Not yet, not yet. Yeah. So, you have alternatives. Then, that is also very encouraging for us really to plant. Because we cannot ferment without plants. So, we will plant more, unlimited plant, so that we have supply. Another usage, if it is only for supplements, we can make use this also for our condiments, for our menu. For example, you have your tinola, you have your paksiw, or whatever menu, you can put also 2 tablespoons of the juice of this fermented oregano instead of using the commercial one of any seasoning. This is a very good seasoning also for our menu. Okay, it's done. You see, I will just leave it here. Be sure to make it straight so that the fermentation will take place already. After this, we will cover it. This is it. We will cover and we will put label again. So count for 10 days. March 2, it's our harvest time. And just imagine, just leave it there for 10 days. Okay, where is the cover? Okay, the cover is here. So, we have 2 products already. Maybe you can now notice that the juice is starting to extract. Thank you. Hello. Welcome again. Nasa 3 product na po tayo. And our 3rd product is what we call OHN. This is a very, very healthy, again, this is really the equivalent of our antibiotic for boosting our immune system. And ano na naman ang mga sangkap nyon? Okay, we have our onions, we have our garlic, we have our ginger, and we have our chili. So, the 4 of these, the same process, we will ferment it. Again, back to our first procedure of the fermentation of the oregano. We will put it here. Yes. Yeah. So, we will now goodbye to the synthetic antibiotics. Only this one. And for the boosting of our immune system, especially these days, because we are experiencing the pandemic in our country and in the world. So, this is it. Finished. So, that is only 1 cup. So, also 1 cup of brown sugar. Yan, here it is. Then, what is the next ingredient of this? Also, the next ingredient is this one. Our vinegar, the blue ternate vinegar. If you remember, the famous flower, the blue flower. And that is the blue ternate. And this is already the vinegar. And this is what we will include in our OHN. You can see. Yan. Napakayaman ng kalikasan talaga. May view ka na sa blue ternate, may walling ka na, at the same time, mayroon ka pang shade, at may suka ka pa. Then, now, we will start. Ihahalo natin ito. Yes. And then, you notice, we put some space. That is what we call the breathing space. That's why, to make the vinegar is a very basic one. Because from the vinegar, we can make more products. Wow, this is it. Wow, ang sarap ng amoy. Pungent. Okay na po. Tunaw na po ang asukal. So, we will leave it here also. Put label again. March 2 after 10 days. That is our harvest time. Okay, close it tightly. Okay. Then, this is our third product. So, you see, that's very simple. As long that we have the ingredient, we can make so many innovative products just from our backyard. Okay? So, welcome to our fourth and our last product for today. So, we will make our healthy drink. So, for example, we want to become healthy, we need to stop taking those drinks that will help us to become sick and not to become healthy. And here we are. This is a blue ternate flour. We cook it, and after boiling, we will now strain it. This is the first process. Then be sure that your blue ternate is freshly picked right after just there at our backyard. So, okay, now it's ready. So, we will now try to strain it. So, here we are. This is it. You can see it's really blue. And I will teach you the secret how to make this more healthier. This is if you have parties, whatever it is, birthday or any gathering, instead of spending too much of the drinks, just cook blue ternate. So, we can cook only if we have also plants. So, just plant so that you can make your own juice. Wow. Yes. Wow. Wala na po. So, okay. Para naman po ito ay magiging mas masarap, what we need to do, kailangan nating i-caramelize muna yung ating sugar. Caramelize muna. Okay. Mag-caramelize tayo. Yes. Okay na. We will add more because I think it's not enough. Konti lang. This is it. And then we will cook it again. So this is no more. This is now ready for our fertilizer. Yes, that's it. And then we will put a little water. Very, just a very small. Then we will cook it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, let's melt the sugar well. And this is the secret for our herbal juice. Wow. Since we are using induction cooker, that's why this is very, very fast in cooking. So, it's now, it melts already. And our sugar now is boiling. So, it is already melted. So, we will put again the juice. Yeah, that's it. And then, yan. Let's mix and mix. Wow, it's almost done. A minute. Yes. For the sake of mixing. Okay. It's enough. Then after that, we have here citrus. Citrus or any calamansi or whatever, as long that this is for flavor purposes, but be sure that your juice is no longer boiling, because if we let the citrus boil, there's no more vitamin C, because the citrus or the calamansi will turn into acid. So be sure to put off first the fire and put it there. Yes, that is your citrus. Maybe you will notice that there is the difference in color. Yeah. You can see now the difference. Here you are. Okay. From blue, now it becomes violet. So, here is your juice, now ready to take. Okay, now ready. So, that's how easy to make our blue ternate fresh juice. Thank you.